All right, it's cold outside, it's raining, I've got on one of my favorite hoodies, and I think right now is the perfect time to review one of my favorite all-time shotgun mics, and that is the Sony ECM-B1M. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Desmond, and I make content for creators that want to take better photos and shoot better videos. And today we are talking about the Sony ECM-B1M. To my knowledge, the only wireless, cable-free shotgun mic for the Sony mirrorless system. Now, the thing that I love most about this is just that, right? This tiny little shotgun mic is completely wireless, as in there are no cables that connect the microphone to the 3.5mm jack on your Sony camera bodies. And this thing works directly through the multi-interface digital hot shoe that you can find on some of your newer Sony camera bodies, like the FX3, which I'm shooting on now, my Sony a7R IV, the a7C, a7S III, and the new a7 IV, which just was announced earlier this week. And today I want to talk about all the reasons why I think this is an incredible shotgun mic option for Sony shooters. And before I jump right in, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is incredible. I actually didn't think I would make it here. I know 1,000 doesn't feel like a lot for a lot of people, but this community is growing and I really appreciate the support. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. All right, first, let's just talk about the most important piece of this shotgun mic. It's the form factor. And if you've ever seen other videos on my channel, form factor, design are really big deciding factors of whether or not I will buy and even use a product. One of the things that I love most about this is just how tiny it is. So let's just go ahead and hold this up and just look at the size of this thing. It is so small. And it's just incredible to think that the sound quality that comes out of this is on par with some of the larger shotgun mics. Right now, I'm recording this video with the Rode VideoMic NTG. In a bit, I'm going to switch over and we'll do a little testing. But the size and the form factor was really the deciding factor for me. And the second reason is the way this microphone connects to your cameras. Again, no cables, right? Leveraging the multi-interface hot shoe, you can easily connect it to your modern camera bodies. Got my Sony ZV-1 here, which has that digital hot shoe enabled, and really all you do is slide it in, you tighten it, and you have clean, high quality audio. Obviously this works on all of your other camera bodies, but this is just an example of how small a potential vlogging package could look like with incredibly high quality audio. And finally, obviously, it is about the audio quality. The audio quality on this thing is incredible for its size. It comes with this wind cover, which I generally just keep on because even with the wind cover on, this is still a very small package. It's very easy to carry around in my one camera, one lens kit if I want a quick, small vlogging setup, or even just something to like shoot run and gun videos or talking head style videos. This is an incredibly easy setup to just bring with me when I travel, when I go to work, when I'm just on the move and not in my home studio. All right, so I've thrown the Sony ECM-B1M onto my Sony FX3, and we are recording digitally through that multi-interface hot shoe on the Sony FX3. Let me know if you can tell the audio difference between this and my Rode VideoMic NTG. I'm going to talk about some other features on this mic that actually make it really great. So first, if you take a look at the back of this microphone, there are a number of options here. So again, you can manually control the gain and the volume of the microphone. You've also got these modes that let you change between directional, super directional, and omnidirectional so that you can pick up audio from either all around that shotgun mic or directly in front of it. The omnidirectional is going to be really useful, especially if you're someone who likes to kind of flip the camera around, or if you're vlogging or catching B-roll and you want to speak to what's in front of the camera. So I actually really like that feature, and that's something the Rode VideoMic NTG can't do, right? I'd have to turn that around in order to pick up high quality audio. Now with this, it's just a quick flick of a switch. And you'll see some other options and settings back here. I'm not going to run through all of them. There's some great YouTube videos that go through the specifics, but just know that there are a lot of granular and very useful audio settings that come with this shotgun mic. All right, and if you're still listening, one other thing, right? We are recording on the Sony ECM-B1M shotgun mic. So it comes with this really nice carrying case. Again, I think when you buy something so expensive from Sony for what it is, this is like a $300 shotgun mic. It does come with this like great little carrying pouch. Considering how tiny that is, let's compare like the carrying pouch to my Rode VideoMic NTG. I would never be able to stick something like this in something so small. And that's also the reason why I bought this shotgun mic. I already have this incredible in-studio mic that I use for meetings, for talking head stuff, but having that shotgun mic that will fit in my pocket, will fit in the tiniest little pockets of my bags or my sling bags is convenient, because then I can just carry my FX3, a single lens or maybe two lenses, and I can just slide a high quality, ultra convenient shotgun mic into that whole setup. And that's the toughest thing about trying to travel light with a video setup. It's not that my camera and lens are tough things to carry around. No, the FX3 is tiny and the lenses I use are very small. It's the audio. Like if I want to produce really high quality audio, I have to bring my Rode VideoMic NTG around, or I would use my Rode Wireless Go's, which take an additional step or two to just set up. And that's why I didn't have a simple grab and go video setup. But now with the ECM-B1M, that's exactly what it is. FX3, a 20mm f1.8 Sony G lens, and the shotgun mic fits in the smallest of sling bags. And I know that that paired with like a handheld tripod, perfect on the go filmmaking, vlogging, talking head videos, YouTube videos. So simple, so convenient. Again, recording on the Sony ECM-B1M audio test. Again, one of the things that's really convenient about this microphone is its size and its form factor, right? So right now I am hand holding my slightly heavy FX3 and Sony 20mm f1.8, but I've got the ECM-B1M on top. When you're hand holding something, when you're moving around, any reduction in weight is going to make a big difference in how long you can hold it, in the comfort, in how stable you can hold this camera. So I find that really, really convenient. And the convenience is if you are a mobile vlogger, if you're someone who likes to carry a camera around, having that smaller shotgun mic also makes your setup look a little bit less noticeable. Sometimes you see these people who invest a ton of money in these really compact camera bodies, but you know, they have the largest, most like intense shotgun mic on top with a huge wind muff, and it kind of takes away from the point, right, of having a small compact vlogging camera. And this little shotgun mic actually works really well, especially if you're using something like a Sony ZV-1, which does work with this wireless shotgun mic. So you've got a pretty compact setup and you've got incredible audio quality, which is the most important piece, right? Because I've said it before and you can watch a ton of YouTube videos on it, but audio quality makes up the biggest portion of your viewing experience. People will deal with crappy video quality, but when it comes to audio quality, that's something that most people do not tolerate. All right, now that we've gone through audio quality and you can see how well this thing does for its size, let's talk about price and availability. First of all, this is definitely one of the most expensive on-camera microphones available. And for good reason, it is also one of the smallest shotgun microphones available. Pair that with the sound quality and the way that it connects to Sony bodies, it is expensive. I think it comes in at about $300. It's really hard to get your hands on right now. One, I think because like the pandemic, shipping freights, being stuck on the coast, and just general availability and supply chain issues, I had to actually order this from Germany. And it took me a couple tries to actually get one in hand. This is not an easy microphone to get your hands on. And I think adding to that, it's because of its popularity with YouTubers and vloggers. It's just so convenient for the Sony ecosystem, not having to use cables, having the same level of audio performance and the convenience of just the size and form factor. It's a very popular item, so it is sold out in most places in the US, and you have to order it from out of country. So the question is this something that's worth buying? And if you've seen my channel before, I'm gonna say it's both a yes and a no, depending on your use case and whether or not this is within your budget. Now, if you are someone who has a home studio, you don't do a lot of vlogging, you don't want to do a lot of run and gun filmmaking, I don't really think this is the right option, right? Because you can very much leverage a Rode VideoMic NTG or any other type of cable-enabled shotgun mic. They still fit great and work really well on camera. They provide incredible audio quality. Again, this Rode VideoMic NTG that I'm shooting with, I love the audio that comes out of this. It is a little bit bigger when I slap it on top of one of my cameras, but it performs very, very well. And I will say the audio quality is better than this shotgun mic by a little bit. Now, if you're someone who believes and values convenience and portability over all else, then this is a hard option to say no to, because there isn't a smaller option out there that provides the same level of audio quality for the same level of convenience, right? Not having those cables is a big thing for a lot of people. For me, that's just a preference I prefer. Now, I have things like the Rode Wireless Go 2, which is incredibly small, right? You plug it into the camera, you've got the wireless transmitter, or you use the wireless transmitter and a lav mic. That is a completely compact and easy package, but still the process of like plugging it in, turning on the transmitter and the receiver, setting up the lav mic or clipping it on is still a pain, which is why a lot of people still prefer leveraging an on-camera shotgun mic when they're vlogging or doing talking head style stuff. So if you are someone who wants ultra convenience, no cables, and you don't mind the price tag, this is probably the best option on the market. And for someone like me who continues to shrink their carrying kit more and more with every one of these videos that I make, this definitely was a logical next step. Getting my hands on it definitely validated that reasoning, and I love having it on. It never really comes off my FX3. I'm obviously doing a review on it, so here it is. But the nice thing about this as well, and the way that it works with a camera like the FX3, is if you have this plugged into the digital hot shoe on the FX3 and you want to use, say, your shotgun mic, the Rode VideoMic NTG, when you plug something into the 3.5mm jack, it'll override the digital signal. So I can keep this on and plug in my shotgun mic, and I can just use the shotgun mic when I'm sitting at my desk or doing something in studio. And when I want to be on the go, I just unplug it, take the entire FX3 with the microphone on top, and nothing has to change. Okay, and that is my quick review of the Sony ECM-B1M shotgun mic for the Sony mirrorless system. I will catch y'all in the next one.